Ooh, what a beautiful shot that is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hang on, let's get the right one here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the DOXXreport live stream. The Holiday Man channel access was secured by the Central Florida Network. I'm retired United States citizen, a Tea Party member, MAGA member, and proud of it. Recipient of Medicare payments, living and rejoicing and enjoying and broadcasting from Central Florida. Where precisely? Frank, where are you, Frank?
Del Boca Vista.
Thank you. This live stream is several things. It's my vlog, it's a citizen journalism account, my generalized social online presence. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for liking and subscribing to the Holiday Man, one word, YouTube channel. What are you doing over here, Lex? DOXXreport? Well, I got to help the guy out. Try to get him some hours, get him monetized. I had a little struggle with myself if I run that, how do you say it, Ko-fi app or QR code thing and a banner. But see, this channel has never, ever asked for anyone's money. But I got his link to his channel if you want to, throw some his way. And let's see, we started with one per. Oh, we got 7. Oh, we got a group here. I mean, this is good. Let's turn on the cam. Before we do that, let's go back to that other photo. Oh my God, there's an algae bloom in the water on the causeway over to Lake Sumter Landing. It's super evil megacorp. It'll soon be flushed out. Don't worry, don't panic. But notice that, now this is not the closest village center to me. It would be Spanish, whatever it is, the Spanish center. It'll come up. It'll come up in the Village News Network. We got some national news, Village News Network, and whatever you want to do, whatever you want to discuss. And of course, we got to discuss yesterday. That was a debacle. I'm sorry. That's not content. If you're regurgitating other streams, you're doing what Curly's doing. Pause, stop, talk, pause, stop. It was bad. It was very bad. But here's the algae bloom. I thought it was kind of cute. Let's go outside. Let's go to the money shot. There it is. Oh. I had to show you the hedge line. Perfect. Straight and true. The hedge looks great. The flag is way upper left, but it's off screen. I tried to give you the best shot. Wait till you hear the weather. The weather is really warming up. And so, I was at the fitness center and I thought, hey, I got to go back to the tank tops just so I can cool down in there. Because if you get the tight stuff on that's kind of got a little non-cotton in it, whatever it is, I don't like it. But it's summer has begun officially tomorrow, which we've had a great spring. I mean, it's just beautiful. 70 degrees with some wind. I've never seen that. And I was out there in the hedge Thursday, Friday morning. I do it in 2 days now. None of this, get it done in one morning. That kills me. No, that's done. That's over. So I give it 2 days in the morning, and then I trimmed up some other things. But there were no insects. There was no bugs biting. There was no snakes. Speaking of which, I built a snake habitat right out this side window where I stream from. Now, nature will find it because it's perfect. It's heavy. The summertime, I got these cement blocks, and there's a really small entrance, and I can see it right from the window. So we'll see. I know a couple snakes are going to find it. And the cardinals are out feeding. I put out the squirrel population has, at least as far as my backyard goes, has disappeared. And I think the hawks are really being active. And the young ones, they get the young ones. If they get a little older, then they kind of figure it out. But I love to see the cardinals feeding there. So I use safflower seeds. And I was told online, squirrels won't eat it. And that was true for a while. But then all of a sudden they started eating it. It must be desperate times out there for the squirrels. So I got 2 neighbors gone. And so I'm watching the house. And now listen, love thy neighbor. Because your neighbor's not going anywhere, and I'm not going anywhere, so we got to get along. But I do like them. I really like them. I love my neighbors. But they have some, I don't even know what the word is, activities, mannerisms. So the guy will put all his debris to the side of the house. Now, why does he do that? So he doesn't have to look at it. Well, who does have to look? I have to look at it. So he's gone. So I just bagged it up and I put it in the, because there's a yard work debris pickup day, which is today, which is Wednesday. So I put my stuff out, which just before airtime, they had come by. So I got my totes in and they took it. So I took care of that. And the neighbors returned across the street because I can see his other vehicle there. I had a great workout Monday, Tuesday. And should we better look at the comments, see if we got any decent comments. Okay, Hurricane is here. Very good. And wishing Jay Gray well. And they're just chit-chat among themselves. Nothing wrong with that. So let's give the first weather for... I know we do have Playboard today. I should put that in the comments in case anybody drops by. There will be Playboard today. Very surprising, by the way, very surprising. And now this is not Jack's, this is me typing in there. Mrs. Wilkinson, I'm not sure where you live, Mrs. Wilkinson. Mrs. Wilkinson, weather looking good there. Oh, here, yeah, it's beautiful. More steamy than AC3's Shenzhen. Oh, hang on, I'll give you due credit for that. Hang on. I'll give you credit. Mrs. Wilkinson, weather looking good there. More steamy than AC3's Shenzhen bedroom. Yeah, well, all he's doing is implementing his secret that everybody knows.
The secret is, if you find a wealthy lady who supports you, you don't need to pay anything. That's the secret, okay?
It's no longer a secret. And today there will be Playboard. Surprising. Very surprising. Third place. Very surprising. Now, I can only look at 3. And the 30-day will be the first, second, and third. It's based on a 30-day. So there will be Playboard A-Go-Go today. But it's Florida, and everybody's concerned about the weather. I'm concerned about the weather. So let's go with the first weather, call it a weather overview, a Village News Network.
Welcome to VNN's Lifestyle Show. I'm TK Cross.
And I'm meteorologist Ashley Baylor.
All right, so Ashley, I know some people up north are talking about the blackberry winter, the red bud winter, and we've experienced a little bit of a cool down, but things are going to warm up, right?
Yeah, you're going to be wishing we were back in those cooler conditions, I'll tell you that, because we are really going to be sweating it out through Wednesday. The heat and the humidity are going to climb even more. We're looking at partly cloudy skies on Wednesday. The good news is we should see those big puffy cumulus clouds that'll move over that hot sunshine and at least provide some temporary shade. Temperatures are going to top out in the mid-90s, but when you factor in dew points that'll be in the mid-60s, it'll feel more like it's in the upper 90s. So I can't emphasize enough, please take care of yourselves, take care of your pets as well. A breeze would be nice, but winds will only be out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, as we look ahead, we're going to be dealing with this uncomfortable heat for a while. We have 90s lit up across our 7-day forecast. And keep in mind, our average high for this time of year is around 87. So I think we'd rather be closer to the 87-degree mark. We are looking to stay dry through the rest of the week, but then some shower chances are going to start to pop up this weekend. Enough to quench our thirst? No, but it's better than nothing. We'll have a look at your 7-day forecast in just a little bit.
More on the weather later. Now, there were some golf parties out there, but oh God, they're still golfing. I can't believe they're doing that. Birdcage, 90 degrees, and it's very warm out there. So let's see, what do we got in the title? Central Florida Network, right? NewBroShow. We'll start there. So Jax came back. He did his show. What was it? Monday night. Yeah, Monday night, early Tuesday morning. And then the NewBroShow came on. It was all about Jax, which is fine. I mean, people are interested. That's great. It's a great promotion for the channel. I get that. But what did Patrick do? He did a curly. He just opened up his browser and started playing the Jack Show. Well, I'm sorry. I've seen it. I've seen the first hour of it. I don't want to repeat it. And then he starts and stops and comments, starts and stops and comments. At least I put a little effort into my stream, okay, but to go on someone other's channel and just open the browser and, okay, you're promoting it, but still, that at some point, if I was a monetized channel and somebody did that to me, that's not content. That's just regurgitation. Sorry. Take out some key points and do some talking on it. And then, now, to top it off, MarceloTime. Okay, now, while Patrick's doing that, Marcelo is streaming Patrick's stream live. That's his content. And they're both covering the same thing, Jack's. It's like, this has got to stop before Google steps in. At some point. Now, MarceloTime is monetized. So he just does, just puts up Patrick's stream, while Patrick is opening the browser just to Jax's stream. I think that's really bizarre. That's terrible. It's almost surreal. It's like, and you call that content? At least I give you some scenery to look at, and some other topics. I don't know how you feel about it, but that's how I feel about it. And I think JB agrees with me. Jesus. Well, I think let's see. Somebody you should say that. I wonder how many views he got. I was disgusted. I just said, that's it. I'm out. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to support this. On air, he opened the browser to the Jack Show and just started playing it. There's no news. It's just NewBroShow. It's a bro show. It's a hangout. What did he get here? He got almost 1,000 views. So you're not the only one that liked. He's got 987 views. Again, if Jax was monetized, and it's his channel, he'll probably never do it. But ethical, that's just not ethical or moral, where you're getting all those views from just playing somebody's other content, the way I look at it. NewBroShow sunk to new lows, and I like it. Yeah, a lot of people liked it. 1,000. I think it's highly unethical. JB Unleashed is smiling, laughing. Very good. There he is. But then Marcelo, while Patrick was on, okay, he opened up his channel and just started airing Patrick's show. So go figure. I'm afraid Google's going to step in and just take everybody down if you keep doing that. I mean, that's what they don't want. You have to have something authentic, something original. Let's see, what else have I got here? Oh, the market. Let's give a market update, man. It's fantastic. Why is the market up today? Regardless of what you read, okay, there's the reason it is this. This is the reason it's up. Regardless of what you read in the Financial Times, it's up because of this or that. No, this is the reason. Assuming Iran agrees to give what has been agreed to, which is perhaps a big assumption, the already legendary epic fury will be at an end, and the highly effective blockade will allow the Hormuz Strait to be open to all, including Iran. If they don't agree, the bombing starts, and it will be, sadly, at a much higher level and intensity than it was before. Thank you for your attention. This mattered. President Donald L. Trump. El Trumpo. And so what's it at today? Let's see. Let's go to the stock. Oh, the S&P 500 is up over 1%. That's fantastic. So I had to move some money around. I got screwed. I went to the bank. They I don't know, bait and switch, whatever you want to call it, the promotion, 4%. And then I joined, it was like 3.9% interest rate. I go, well, yeah, but I don't want it in money. I go, no, this is FDIC, and they call it a money market account. Really? 3.75%, I think. Great, sign me up. So I moved a lot of money over there, a lot of moolah. And then all of a sudden it started dropping. I looked a day ago, it's 0.75%. Okay, you want to play that game? Fine. So I moved some to, now I got a credit union in Indiana. They grandfathered me in. I get a solid 1%. Were you losing money? Well, you're not losing money. You just, you got to, I don't want it all in one place. I don't want all this money in Fidelity and Vanguard. You got to move it around. So I got Fidelity and Vanguard, and I got 2 credit unions and a bank. So I moved some over there, quite a bit actually. So I'm going to grow that up. I get a 1%, and it's accessible. I can move it around. It's a credit union. They got a great website. And then I decided, well, I'm going to just go back into Fidelity. I'm going to reopen that core holding, the money market, because that's over 3%. And to hell with this new bank. I'll leave some there just because I have access to it and I can write checks on it. It's a local bank, that kind of thing. Other than that, you got to shop around. My new insurance kicked in, my home insurance, that's good. Now, and then I have a garage door opener now for my GR Toyota Corolla. And I have to have a remote because the one thing I miss about the WRX, they had it built in. They had a satellite, well, I don't know what they call it, home satellite or something. But you could program your car to open your garage door, which is great. But now I don't have that, so I got a garage door opener, a hook on the visor, changed out the battery. I changed it out twice, and I got less than a month out of it. I just threw that away. Ordered another one. And when you go into Amazon, if you put in remote, there are like 1,000 different, well, I shouldn't say that, tens and tens and tens of different, it's all, and mine is a LiftMaster, but mine's a belt drive. It's not a chain drive, it's a belt drive. So I'm looking around, I go, holy shit, I know I'm going to order the wrong one. So I did a little research, and then I asked some questions on it, and Amazon said, this can only be used with the yellow Learn button. Okay, that helps. Oh, now what's my button? I have no freaking idea. So I got to look at get up on the thing, look at the garage door, open it up, the motor, and there it is. It's yellow. Okay. So once I did that, if you do the homework, then it was easy peasy. You just push the button, and then you push that button, and then click on your new remote. And I did that a couple times. Then it synced up. As long as it opens when I hit the button on the remote, that's fine. So now I got a backup. I got the other one out in the car. We'll just see how long the battery lasts. It just had to have been a short in that other one. I just threw the other one away. To hell with it. Comments. Let's see. People are greeting each other. To coach buses. Craig Ship. Who's Craig Ship? There was a guy. Whatever happened to him? There was one guy, an avatar. I haven't seen him forever. Well, that's a good way to lose your money. Lavishly fat. Do what Craig Ship does and move your money into coach buses, Bitcoin, and women 1/3 your age. No, stay away from that. Stay away from, between you and me, don't tell Morty, stay away from women. If you find one that is reasonable and you can get along, great. But don't invest too heavily. And Bitcoin, I wouldn't touch it. And I don't know, how does anybody claim to get their money back? Let's see, what is Bitcoin today? That's a good question. It's at 81,000 plus. Okay, so for the last year, it dropped $13,000. I guess if you get in it early, over the 6 months, it dropped 22,000. 1 month, I don't know. I don't know how you get all your money back, unless you really got in it early. But why not take some money off the table? That's what I don't understand. Yeah, penny stocks. Yeah, that's been around for a long time. A lot of people lost their ass on penny stocks. 1/3 is generous for him. 1/3 your age. Oh. For Craig. I don't know. That name sounds familiar. I can't put my finger. It's been coming on. He's the older fellow from Maryland. Said it into. Oh, Craig Shipp has been on Archie's a few times. I'll have to. Craig Shipp. You know what? I'll go search for him. I'm curious. A little curious. Let's go to Archie Luxury Live. And there he is. And let's search for Craig Shipp. And no content. Maybe we'll use 1P. And no content. Okay, well, I tried. He has a channel? Oh, what's by that name? There it is, craigshipp.com. Oh, there's his coach. Yeah, check it out. I think I have it muted, thank goodness. All right, here it is, craigshipp2ps.com on YouTube. My channel is all about beautiful people, events, and really cool gear, equipment, and EDC items, including great watches. All right, well, I think that would be a better watch than, you know who, the Beast of Brisbane. See the guy running around with a camera? Oh, no, that's somebody else. Okay. Sorry for the wandering. Well, that's great. Loose Tooth DOXX. My money market is at online Sallie Mae Bank is 3.49%. That's great. Well, that's the reason I'm going back to Fidelity. They got the money market there. And I'm going to go with it. And I'll just have to build it up. And I like to kind of have, you know, I got more in my Vanguard than my Fidelity. So I'm going to start putting more money in the Fidelity and bring it up to where Vanguard is. You know, like try to get it 50-50. Yes, I just was on it. One word. I know it's, okay, his channel is Craig Shipp, one word. And he does have a channel on YouTube. I'm going to check it out later when I'm bored and I don't want to go over to Archie Luxury Live. The M16, I guess, is Uzi, I believe. Well, yeah, you don't keep your money in a penny stock for more than 10 minutes, Docs. You pump and dump. You rip other people off. You pump and dump. Mid-Atlantic TV. He said something like that. That was in there. Oh, midatlantictv.com. But I found it by just putting in Craig Shipp. 2 words. It came right up. He's got 50,000 subscribers. That press pass on his Segway. I can imagine. Loose Tooth, I forgot about Craig Shipp. That press pass on his Segway while filming high school events ranks high on the creep meter. Shoddy says, good morning all. Good morning, Shoddy. Okay. Yeah, just to finish up with Patrick, I thought that was unethical. Just to play a guy's, open a browser and play another content creator stream. And then Marcelo did the same thing to Patrick, who was doing it to Jax. Oh, I did buy a watch. Now, you know I'm into G-Shock. You know that. I am into G-Shock, so this is what I got. Oh, that's not it. Let's do that. Let's go back to that. And now that. Okay. And I got a fruit fly in here. I'm going to have to put my trap out. How did that thing get in here? Let's just do the lanai. Okay, I got the G-Shock. Now, guess which one it was? Analog on the left. I think it's a Gravity Master. I got it in the back guest room window, and charging it up should take a couple days. Like Florida's bright sunshine. It was like very low. almost out. So I'm charging it up. And now I have an H2000, which is a neon green. Excuse me, neon yellow. But when I look at it, in fact, I'm wearing it right now, it looks like green to me. So I didn't want to get the same band. So this is indeed it's a bright yellow, but it's close to this neon yellow, but it's different. And then I have a Casio oak or whatever, G-Shock, which is your standard bright yellow. But there it is on the left, $300. So I got my refund, or no, I got my cash back from buying the iPhone 17 base model because I traded in my 16E. So what did I do with the $300? I buy a watch. Okay, well, I'm into watches. What can I tell you? Yeah, this is what you're up against, people, when you get into penny stocks. And I think the same is with Bitcoin. Exactly. I ripped off a travel agency stock today. Felt great. Yeah. See, these guys, be careful. You swim with sharks, and there's going to be blood in the water. It may be your blood. Maybe, they go after other sharks, too. Did you ever have I still got one. I bought a new one. I got I think I paid when it became available. Yeah, I have one. Like, did you ever have a Benchmade bug out? I'm still using my Spyderco Pair 2, but I'm thinking of adding. Yeah, I got to see I like the quality steel. I like the super steels, M4, CPM. Now, if you get CPM D2, that's a good one. But M4 and let me go to my list here. Gear, knives, online purchases. Let's go to the numbers. Let's go to my numbers here. Here we go. Let's see, Benchmade. Well, now there's some really great value in the Kershaw. Like I got a Kershaw Launch 16. It's an automatic CPM M4. Paid $142. I mean, that's great value. And I have a Benchmade 940 that has black M4. I think I bought that, no box, through an online sale online. That was $195, 2.6 ounces. I like the grandpa stuff. I like lightweight, and it has to have a clip, so I don't want it bounce around my pocket. I want to clip it to my pocket. Let's see. I think I paid a lot of money for that. Where is it? Bug out. I'll have to search for it. Here we go. I got a Benchmade bug out gray G10. I have CPM 20 CV. A little pricey, $200, but I wanted to have it. I like it. How much you got in knives, Lex? Well, it's under $5,000 by $3. I like my knives. What can I, got to spend it on something. It just will be something you like. Okay. And I got some fixed blades. I sold a lot of them. I had tens of thousands of dollars of folding knives, and I sold them before I got out here. Something told me to, it was just, it was a little crazy. But I enjoyed it. I got my money back, so. Okay, what's in the news today? Well, let's start off with this character. Got another nutter out there, another one who can't find, all right, let's change that. I take that back. Summon a lost soul, okay? Here he is, Michael Marks. What do we know about him? Okay, he's in the news. Michael Marks is a 45-year-old man from Texas, identified as the suspect in the May 4th, 2026 shootout with U.S. Secret Service officers. I'm surprised he's alive. Now, when he got in the ambulance, he said, "Kill me, kill me, kill me." Well, but he fired a shot at him, but all you got to do is turn around, stand still and raise your firearm up, and they would have got you. But you're running and shooting over, turning around and shooting. But anyway, let's continue. Near the Washington Monument on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., close to but outside the White House complex, according to Fox News. Plainclothes Secret Service surveillance personnel spotted Marks, who appeared to be armed, a visual print of a firearm. What does that mean, a visual print of a firearm? They could see that under his clothing or something? Again, that's Fox News. Uniformed officers approached him near 15th Street, Independence Avenue around 3:30 p.m. He fled on foot, drew a firearm, and fired in the direction of the officers. I'm surprised he's alive to talk about it. Now, that's ABC News. Officers returned fire, striking him multiple times, reportedly in the back and leg. A 15-year-old bystander was grazed by gunfire, believed to be from Marks's firearm, and sustained non-life-threatening injuries. The teen has since been released. That's New York Times. No officers were injured. A firearm was recovered at the scene. Marks was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries and remained under guard as of May 6th. Vice President J.D. Vance's motorcade had passed nearby shortly before, but there's no indication of targeting, according to Fox News. Statement and charges. On the way to the hospital, Marks allegedly said, "F the White House, kill me, kill me, kill me." All you had to do is stay still. Just turn around, stay still, and raise your weapon. Per District Attorney, U.S. Attorney Janine Papiro, ABC News. He faces federal charges, including assault on a federal officer, discharging a firearm during the crime of violence. Yeah, they're not going to let him out. Investigators are examining his digital footprint, phone devices, search warrants at his home to determine motive, any political intent or a specific target. There's no obvious connection to D.C. or the White House. Well, that's New York Times. We'll wait for more. And that's your Michael Marks. Another one, just throw his life away. You couldn't figure it out. Or a mental case, who knows? There he is. And there he is looking into the camera. Enough. And that was this morning. I took that down. Oops. Don't want that. Good thing I didn't have my camera on. Comments? Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. That's a little, no, I would never buy one, but everybody has different tastes, just like watches. General Shoddy, I like BG10 Spyderco. Used it for work. Guy looks like, I'm not putting that up there. I'm not going to ban anybody here, but I am going to time you out if it gets crazy, or if you really say stupid things. I don't feel I have the right. If I'm on Jax's channel, I don't want to be banning anyone. Okay, let's get into some local news, and for that I have to bring in Jill Winters. There's Jill Winters. All right, tell us what's going on in the villages, will you, please?
Hello there and welcome to the What's Happening Around the Villages podcast. I'm your host, Jill Winters. We're going to go ahead and get started by taking a look at the calendar within the Villages Recreation and Parks Department for this week. Camp Villages doesn't start until June 8th, but the Recreation Department wants to tell you more about this fun intergenerational program. If you have grandchildren who will be visiting you this summer, then you just might want to sign them up for Camp Villages activities. To give you more details on how to sign up and how Camp Villages actually works, you can attend Camp Villages info sessions scheduled for 10 a.m. to noon on Tuesday at Ezel Recreation, and then the same time from 10 a.m. to noon Thursday at Colony Cottage Recreation. You do not need to register to attend these info sessions. The Summer Camp Villages catalog will be available at each information session and at recreation centers beginning on Tuesday. Camp Villages 2026 will run from June 8th through August 7th. Keeping with the summer fun theme, Sunset Socials are back. This is a great way to beat the heat while still being active and meeting other villagers. All of the activities are free, yet registration is required by going to an at-your-service location. The first Sunset Social this summer is going to be a Nadine Trail Walk from 6 to 8 p.m. on Wednesday. The paved loop with waterfront views of Central Lake is 1.28 miles. The trail is located next to Hotel Eastport and just across from the Central Lake Golf Shop. Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday. After you treat her to lunch and a gift, keep the fun going with a Mother's Day boat cruise aboard Lake Sumter Line. The rides run from 4 p.m. until sunset and the cost is $3 per person. All mothers will receive a carnation. Keep in mind the Mother's Day cruise is first come first serve and the rides operate depending on weather and lake conditions. Get your tickets at the dock and create some fun memories this Mother's Day. For those of you who'd love to look at some beautiful cars, you can attend a Friday night car show at Lake Sumter Landing featuring the Village's Classic Automobile Club from 5 to 8 p.m. Now let's see what the Village's entertainment department has on the schedule for this week. Tonight, the Village's high school bands are having a spring small ensemble concert starting at 7 p.m. inside the Tracy. This concert will feature the VHS Jazz Band, percussion ensemble, and more. This week is your final chance to see Only Some of God's Children or Mississippi Magnolias inside the SIG Pro studio in Lake Sumter Landing. Showtimes are 7 p.m. Wednesday through Saturday, as well as 1 p.m. performances on Thursday and Saturday. On Wednesday, inside the lobby of Epic Theater's Old Mill Playhouse, Villagers for Veterans presents Mannequin, the Roy Michaels Experience at 6:30 p.m. Carpool Ultimate Cars Tribute Band will perform at 7 p.m. Thursday at Savannah Center. Return to the Tracy for the 2026 Villages High School Senior Showcase, accompanied by a full live orchestra. Expect breathtaking solos, duets, and powerful ensemble numbers. This showcase will begin at 7 p.m. On Friday at Savannah Center, enjoy Ticket to the Moon, the ELO Electric Light Orchestra Tribute. This immersive, joyous tribute honors the spirit, sound, and spectacle of one of rock's most beloved bands. Showtime is 7 p.m. Keep supporting local youth musicians on Friday at the Tracy. This time, it's going to be the Village's Charter Middle School at Middleton Spring Band and Choir Concert at 7 p.m. There's two options on Saturday over at Savannah Center. Enjoy In the Air Tonight, celebrating the music of Phil Collins and Genesis at 4 and 7 p.m. While over at the Sharon, it's Hank and My Honky Tonk Heroes, starring Jason Petty at 7 p.m. And finally on Sunday, in honor of Mother's Day, it's a Mother's Day tribute by Request Line Live. This variety show is a heartwarming, laugh-out-loud celebration of moms everywhere, told through the songs they love, starting at 6:30 p.m. at Old Mill Playhouse. As always, you can get tickets to any of the shows that I mentioned by going to a Villages box office location, or you can go online to thevillagesentertainment.com. It's time for some local sports action. On the high school sports front, the Wildwood Middle High School girls flag football team continues to impress. As the number 4 seed in their Class 1A Region 2 bracket, the Wildcats defeated Tarpon Springs last week 39-32 in the quarterfinals to advance to the semifinals. They will travel to face the top seed in their bracket, Tampa Catholic, 7 p.m. tonight at Tampa Catholic. If they win that game, they will play again at 7 p.m. on Thursday. So good luck, Wildcats. And the Villages High School football team will have its annual green and gold game with a 6 p.m. kickoff on Friday. All right, as always, these are just some of the exciting things going on this week around Florida's friendliest hometown, and I hope you found a few to add to your social calendar. Make sure to join me again next week to find out what's happening around the Villages. Happy Mother's Day to all the amazing moms out there, including my mom. Have a great week.
Oh, thank you, Jill Winters, for that report. Now, I lost half my audience, but, you know, I do have seniors following this program, and some people are considering, you'd be surprised who's considering coming to the Villages. I won't name any names. Let's go with, since we're on that, let's go to the Village News Network for, how about some badminton?
Well, one of the most popular racket sports in the world has come to Olympia Recreation and is quickly gathered a loyal following.
I got into this game, I was in college, and a girl came up to me and said, "We need people for the badminton team. Would you like to come play?" And I'm like, badminton, that girl's sport in high school, she beat me 15-0. I was taller than her, I was faster than her, I was on the track team, the football team. I mean, I was stronger, quicker, everything, and yet it was all a skill game. Like soccer, it's not as popular in the United States, but it's the #1 racket sport in the world. Bird comes off the racket 250, 300 miles an hour, and it's a very fast game. So most people know badminton, what we call backyard badminton, where you hit over the volleyball net back and forth. We play what we like to call Olympic badminton, which is a competitive sport. You're hitting the bird down, you're constantly moving all around. Badminton's a gentleman's sport, very welcoming for people. Come on in, we'll teach you how to play, we'll help you learn. As a beginner, you're going to have a hard time just hitting the bird. But over time, if you keep coming and you keep playing, you'll get better. You'll really enjoy the game. I just think it's a great sport. Now that we have it 7 days a week, I'm going to play it every day of the week. So we come on out and we'll teach you how to play.
The Village's Badminton Club welcomes all skill levels. Open play is scheduled for Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at Olympia Recreation. Take a look at the website on your screen for times and other locations.
I don't know if that guy was on the track team or football team. You know, kind of remind me of Dirt Stain, you know, saying he was a wrestler in rugby. You can't believe everything. Now, one advantage to that, it's indoors. Pickleball is outside for the summer, which I don't see how they can do that, or softball in the summertime. But one advantage is air conditioning, but you have to be a villager's resident, which I am not, so I would never get in there. But to me, it's not worth the money. And I'm not, does that look like exercise to you? I guess it could be, moving around. But I like the fitness center that I go to that's off the property. It's large, it's indoors, and it's, routine. I met some guys over there, a couple women you can talk to and kind of see, it's fun. Get it done. It's not fun, but must be done. It's never fun. But once I get started in it, I got to finish. So that works for me. But if you like badminton. Really? It's like ping pong, huh? Dirt Stain. I played badminton in high school, my senior year. I was the only non-Asian kid. Did you rough a couple of them up? I don't know. I got, now that it's getting warm, I got to get back to the target range. I got a couple of guys. I got the suppressor I've never fired, or used, I should say. It's a 22 suppressor, and then I bought that long-barreled 9mm. I think it's a Glock something. I even forgot the number of it, but I got to go shoot that. And now that I got my vision corrected with the cataract taken out, and I got a new lens implant, I should be much better hitting that target. I won't be seeing two targets, so that's when it gets hot. I'll do that because it's air conditioned. I got to wear a long sleeve over there because it's cold inside, which is nice. And I did say I'm going to do. What did I do? Let's see. Yes, 1 hour in, I will do Playboard a Go-Go. There's a surprise today, so we got about 15 minutes to that, or 12 minutes to that, I should say. So let's do the full weather report of the villages.
The VNN Weather Team has you covered. Here's meteorologist Ashley Baylor.
All right, we are going to crank up the heat and humidity over the next several days. Unfortunately, I don't see any relief in sight. So as I'm going to keep emphasizing, I want you to take care of yourselves, take care of your pets, and maybe check on your neighbors. Make sure their fans and air conditioners are working because they are going to be going full blast. Let's check it out here. As we go into your Wednesday, we are looking at partly cloudy skies, so at least we'll get some of those big puffy cumulus clouds to move over that hot sunshine and give us some temporary shade, but it's only temporary. It is going to be hot and humid. Temperatures alone are going to surge into the mid-90s, but when you factor in those dew points, that'll be in the mid-60s. That'll put the heat index in the upper 90s. The heat index, that's what it feels like when you step out the door. Winds will be out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And do we get any relief overnight? Well, not really. Even going through the overnight hours, things are going to stay pretty mild. So you want to keep your fans and air conditioners going. We'll be under mainly clear skies with temperatures dipping down into the mid 60s. Now, as we go into your Thursday, only a slight change here. It's going to be just as hot, just as muggy, temperatures in the mid 90s, the heat indices in the upper 90s, but at least we'll have a welcome breeze with winds blowing out of the west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So a welcome change there. Is it going to be enough to really cool us down? Not really, but we'll get through it. You know, we're Floridians after all. If you're new to Florida, welcome to Florida. It does get like this quite a bit, especially going into June, July, and August. So this is a little appetizer, if you will. Now, I do want to give you some heat safety tips, especially if you are new to Central Florida. Always, of course, stay hydrated. When you go outside, make sure you wear loose, light-colored clothes that reflect the sunshine. If you wear darker colored clothes, unfortunately, like I am right now, or if you wear black, that'll actually absorb the sun and make you feel hotter. So wear those loose, light-colored clothes. Definitely want to take breaks in the shade or air-conditioned areas. If you're out on the golf course, make sure you park your golf cart under a nice shady tree. If you're out on the pickleball court, make sure you find a shady spot, have an umbrella, just a way to get out of that blazing hot sunshine. And of course, speaking of which, the UV index will be very high, so slather on the sunscreen. You also want to reduce your strenuous outdoor activity between 10 to 4. That's what we call peak heating time. So if you do want to play golf, or if you do want to be out on the pickleball court, or if you do want to go for a run, try and squeeze that in before 10 o'clock or possibly after 4 o'clock once we start to lose the peak heat of the day. Now, we also want to protect our pets. We have so many pet lovers here in the Villages. We want to make sure they're safe as well. So they need to find some water, find some shade as well. Please don't leave them in hot lock cars. I know we love to take our dogs everywhere, but on a hot day like this, if you're going to be out for a while, leave them home. They'll be a lot happier and a lot safer. Make sure they also limit the walks and the exercise between 10 to 4. But if you do have to take them out during that peak heat time, try as best as you can to keep their paws off the hot pavement. Try and walk them in the grass if you can. And if they do go on the hot pavement, make sure their paws cool off when you come indoors. Now, let's talk about your 7-day forecast. And as I said, we're blazing out for the next several days. You can see temperatures are going to hold in the mid 90s over the next couple of days. Then at least we drop back into the lower 90s from Friday all the way through the upcoming weekend. Now, we are going to stay dry through the rest of the week, but as we look ahead to Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I am going to throw in a chance for a couple of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. But as I mentioned before, is it going to be enough to put more of a dent in our drought? No, unfortunately, none of these days are looking like soakers. You know, I know on Saturday we had some nice passing rain, but it only lasted a couple of hours. So it certainly wasn't enough. Our drought monitor will update on Thursday, so I'll be able to present that to you very soon. But I don't expect that there's going to be much change. In the meantime, again, take care of yourselves. You can always check out our latest forecast updates right here on BNN. Tune your radio to WVLG and check us out in the Village's Daily Sun.
Oh, brutal weather. I want to know how those squirrels that have the fur coat, how do they survive the summer? I just don't understand it.
Will not tolerate infestation.
That's correct, Frank. As a homeowner, I will not tolerate that. Let's see what else I have for you. We're going to have Playboard in 7 minutes. Very surprising, by the way. I did the Trump. Let's see, I got a watch. I told you about that. Oh, now this is kind of misleading. Oh, we got a golfer out there. Oh, it says 92 in my birdcage. That's the reason I put the camera in the lanai today. I think I'm going to have to do that going forward. What's he looking for? He's just going around in circles. Maybe he's dehydrated. Look at this. He's incoherent. I may have to save a life today. Oh, no, he's getting out. Just don't go out and do any yard work. When it's like, even if you go out just to pull a few weeds, you're going to have to shower. So I get it done in the morning. General Shoddy, the weather looks great to me. Well, it is beautiful. Overcast a little bit. It was even better a couple days ago. I mean, in the 70s in the morning. It was unbelievable. This spring has been great as far as the mild conditions go. Maybe this is one of the management of the golf facility. There was a big sprinkler out there that was a rainbird that was just bubbling. I guess they got it fixed. Little misleading here in the news. This is when I first saw this, I was going to download it, but he never mentions in here a very important thing. It says, crime data probe, 3 top D.C. police leaders face termination. Several top D.C. police officials have been put on leave and now are going to be terminated after they were caught deliberately faking crime statistics. Oh, so maybe D.C. is not as safe as it is. That's, if you were just to listen to the report, they must be fully prosecuted and held accountable. Until you look at that last line there, prior to Trump taking over. See, that's big difference. Prior to Trump being taking over. That's the reason I played that one clip earlier at the beginning of the show with Kash Patel, and it was just to music. Because I put that in, I put it through Google first, or YouTube, because there's always music in the background, and I don't know why they do that. Just give the information, and so I ran it through, and it's copyrighted. It would be banned in Russia for some reason, but I don't want to get the Jack's channel a copyright strike of any kind. And I was also going to do some music too, and I thought, nope, not going to do that. I'm not going to take the chance. I don't mind taking a copyright if it says does not harm your channel. Then okay, then why even bother to, thanks for telling me, but then why put underneath it copyrighted? I guess maybe I can get away with it because I'm not monetized, so I don't want to be doing it over here because I think Jax doesn't want to become monetized, so, well, he obviously wants to be monetized. So I took it. I'm getting pretty good at what is it called? iMovie now. So I've been doing some thumbnails I feel like an associate producer of some kind of the Jackson Dr. Bob show. Because the graphics, now I didn't do his sombrero or the QR code, but, some of the video and the thumbnails, the background, I think look pretty good. So there's really a funny one coming up. But again, I think I get away with the music over here because I'm not monetized at all. Really? Well, a better man than I am. General Shadi, I worked in that kind of weather for years, really. Oh, God, it's got to be rough. The guys that mow my lawn, and then I told you about my neighbor, the military guy. He says he's done. He's had it. I was shocked. I go, what do you mean? He said, I'm not going to mow the lawn anymore. I go, you just bought the hedger and all that other stuff, and he said, I'm going to sell it. I'm done. He's done. I did the hedge, no bites, the insects aren't out, and I can still, I got to get it hit at least once a month. I'm going to take Thursday, Friday off once a month, and now it's going to be cut to an hour because it'll just get too warm. Just put on a swimsuit and a really light tank top, and I'll spray on some insect repellent and get out there. You got to watch where you step, especially the army ants. They're so small. Not the army ants. It's the fire ants. They're so small. All right, we got 1 minute to playboard. Why don't we do the playboard now? I brought the girls back. Yes, I did. Let's do it. Playboard a go-go. Oh, shake it, baby. Playboard, Tim Wright and friends, first place gold medalist. Timmy, Tin Cup Panhandling Trust Funded Marxist Airport Lounge Scrounger, $0 today. It was May 6th, so we're looking back a week. Yesterday revenue, $12, but last 7 days, $469. Well, what makes him in first place, Lex? Because we go by the 30-day. There he is, $4,064 for the Tim Wright and friends. He's doing better than he ever has as far as Playboard goes. So him coming out in the open and saying, yes, I'm a trust fund kid, he's pulling in the money. Look at that. He's in first place. Tim Wright. Let's get rid of the banner. And who came in second place? Well, you should know. The leader, the cult leader, the cult of the living dead, the beast of Brisbane himself. He today revenue $6. Boy, is that down. Yesterday revenue $153. For him, that's terrible. He's got payroll. He's got to meet a payroll. Last 7 day revenue $825. What about the 30-day? Well, here it is. $3,286 for second place silver medal of the three that I looked at today. And no comments. There he is. But he's over. He's got a plan. We know he's got a plan. What's his plan? Well, it's a secret that everybody knows about.
The secret is, if you find a wealthy lady who supports you, you don't need to pay anything. That's the secret, okay?
You're a disgrace. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, but he's not. All right, let's get rid of that. Now, any guesses on third place? Any guesses on third place? I was totally, like the Kentucky Derby was a total shock. MarceloTime, can you believe it? Made 70 cents today, yesterday $71. For the week, $430. So everybody's feeding at the trough now. And it used to be just Archie. And now everybody's feeding. And this is what was shocking to me. Marcelo, for the week, for 30 days, $1,109. So there you have it, MarceloTime, man. He was playing live. He was live streaming the NewBroShow while the NewBroShow was opening a browser and playing Jax's show. And he gets $1,109 a month. I never thought that just upgrading the graphics would bring you in money, but he has upgraded the graphics. But to me, it's content. So I'm still not going to watch it. And that is your playboard of the week, your Wednesday version of the playboard. Playboard a go-go. No comments. Okay, well, we'll just keep playing some clips. Let's see, I gave you the full weather. Oh, we got sports down here, too.
From the Village's Daily Sun Sports Department, here's Stephen Heineman with your VNN Sports Shorts.
Hey there, thanks for tuning in for the midweek local rundown on VNN Sports Shorts, and happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm Stephen Heineman, and I hope you have a few minutes to spare for me to tell you a little bit about some sports action we've got coming up in the community. Let's chat. The Village's recreation softball leagues are beginning their summer season this week, and that one is always a grind. The weather gets hot and humid, the sun is beating down, and everyone's battling for their league championship. If you want to see opening day for the top division, it's this Friday morning at Everglades Softball Complex. Speaking of this Friday, Middleton will play host to a fun event that showcases the Village's high school football program. It's the Buffalo's annual intra-squad scrimmage, the Green and Gold game, and after last fall's 9-2 record, it'll be interesting to see how the squad looks. The festivities from the range at H.G. Moore Stadium start at 6 p.m. Coming up on the pickleball schedule, there's the final PCVG tournament of winter 2026, and registration is opening in the next few days. The format is going to be mixed doubles, and it'll run on May 19th and 21st. Grab a partner and head to pickleballcommunity.com if you're interested in battling for a medal. Thanks for joining me for the local rundown on VNN Sports Shorts. I'm Stephen Heineman, and I hope to see you all again soon.
Boy, nothing is less appealing to me than out in the heat playing softball with these geezers. I wonder if they got an ambulance just on call right there, or whether paramedics or something. Can you imagine playing out in the heat at softball? No, that just. I like to get my work. I like to go out in the morning. It's the sun's not even up. It's cool. Hit the fitness center and then go up to, where is it? You know where I get my coffee. Where's my? I haven't loaded it yet. Oh, darn it, I'll have to load that. Then I'll head up to Wawa.
Wawa! You give me a Wawa!
Come home, do a little whatever I have to do around the outside of the house, take a shower. Then I'm inside. And I finish my coffee inside. And the AC is running. I have it checked every year. They blow it out with some nitrogen or something. And everything looks good until it goes bad. So I think I got I think it's 15 years now or something. How old is my heat pump? I thought about just replacing it, but they say no, if it's working, you don't, you just let it run. Let's see, where's my AC guy? There it is. Let's see. I'm going to get I've already done research on it. I'm going to get a 2-speed. I don't think I put it in here. But I got it's a good unit. So hopefully it will last. Okay, I mean, it's kind of funny. Not real funny, but it's kind of funny. So I'll give you Dirt Stain Lex. Have you enrolled Jax at the Village's high school yet? I wish I looked younger. I mean, he's 45, I think he said. Who thinks he's coming down? I don't think he's coming down here. I mean, I'd meet him at what's it face? Wawa. I enjoy Wawa. I can't believe my neighbor didn't. He's not all there. And I tried Burger King when I got down there. Oh God, if they're open. And this is just across the street from, where is it? Across the street from Winchell's. I just thought it was a service station. And I wasn't going to go in there. But then I walked in, I couldn't believe it. I just stopped. They're cooking in the middle of the room. They got kiosks where you order up, and they got fresh coffee. And it's like, wow, this is great. Great. I'm a Wawa fanboy. Oh, now let's finish up with, I thought it would come up, but Squirrely, big boss man Squirrely, was on the warpath, jumping around to any channel that would have him, and why not? He finally landed over Marcelo's yelling and screaming, and what did Marcelo do? He put it members only to pull in some money. So he was yelling and screaming. Now this is such hypocritical. He is always he always comes back to, nobody cares. Nobody cares. So why are you complaining? Nobody cares. It's the fishbowl. Nobody cares. Except when it's about him. Anything to do with him. He really cares. He really cares. In fact, I got a clip of him. Here he is.
I sit here and I will not tolerate you besmirching the hard work of so many people who have worked in this. But I will not sit here silently while you besmirch my reputation and the people that work for me.
He's sticking up for the people that work for him. work around him. But oh my God, it's like it's very sensitive. Very sensitive. And, Jax is at the center. But I'm not going to speak for Jax. Let Jax handle it on his show. This is the DOXXreport. It's not Dr. Bob, Jackson Dr. Bob. But nobody gets more wound up than he does. Okay, any more clips? Any more comments? I got to do an hour and a half. I got 20 minutes to go. I gave you the playboard. Don't have to play that. I don't want to play that again. I could do another NPD PSA, but I'm going to hang on to that one. And somebody said it was Jax to the T. I didn't think of Jax at all when I heard. Well, let's play it again.
There is one very predictable thing the covert narcissist always does, and that's what I'm covering today. Let's dive in. So let's talk about the one very predictable thing that covert narcissists always do. Now, before I dive into the nitty-gritty of what the covert narcissist gets up to, I want to touch on the difference between overt or grandiose narcissism and covert narcissism, as well as point out some of the telltale signs that will help you to figure out whether or not the person you're dealing with is in fact a covert narcissist. Now, to begin with, covert narcissism is a subtype or subgroup of the destructive narcissist personality pattern. Furthermore, destructive narcissism, whether that be overt or covert, the personality pattern is on a spectrum, a continuum, meaning these issues are never black or white. There is a spectrum, a continuum to the personality pattern we're discussing. So, a destructive narcissist personality pattern will manifest in varying degrees from one individual to another. Now that said, it's also important to understand that the covert narcissist will present very differently than their more overt or grandiose counterparts. Unlike the grandiose narcissist, the covert narcissist will seem shy and reserved initially, meek even. And although they are certainly socially awkward when meeting new people, the truth is they often use withholding behavior to emotionally manipulate and control others. And they do this in their friendships, their family relationships, as well as their romantic relationships. They'll appear to be extremely private people, but bizarrely so, to the point of hiding themselves and keeping secrets. The kind of things that one would normally share with close personal friends or in any genuine relationship, in the spirit of simply being honest and upfront. These are the things that the covert narcissist will keep from you, and for no apparent reason. They hold their cards very close to their chest, which, in my opinion, speaks to how insecure and shame-based they actually are. But there's more to it than that. Being in the know and knowing something that you don't gives them a sense of power and superiority in their mind. Underneath their demure and self-effacing facade, they actually believe they're better than everyone else and therefore feel entitled to lie by omission. With few exceptions, they prefer to keep family and friends at a safe distance, lest they be exposed. The idea is the less you know, the better. And this is one reason why they allow very few people to get close to them. Most of their relationships can be characterized as superficial, with no real depth, because frankly, they aren't capable of it. They don't have the emotional and psychological equipment to tolerate real and genuine closeness, or openness for that matter. They're too busy hiding, again, who they are and what they really think and feel. And they lie a lot. So, you have to be kept at a safe distance. They hide and lie about people, places, and things. They hide and lie about money, and of course, they hide and lie about the past, and any responsibility of their own that led to the demise of previous friendships and relationships. And for those of you who are highly empathic, this tendency they have to be so secretive is your first clue. Attempting to genuinely connect with a covert narcissist leaves an empath with an inexplicably uneasy feeling in their stomach. In my view, it's because there's nothing of real substance to connect with. And as empaths, we can feel that emotionally and energetically. And this is because they're really just going through the motions with you. So when you get that strange, disconnected feeling in the pit of your stomach, don't ignore it. It's one of your first clues when attempting to authentically relate to or connect with a covert narcissist. Again, try as you may, there's nothing of real substance to connect with, which then leads me to my next point. They are not authentic or genuine. Although they're good at acting as if they are, but if you hang out with them long enough, you'll soon find out just how disingenuous they actually are. In fact, it usually won't be long before you notice their words and actions seldom align. They talk a good talk, but aren't very good at walking the walk. In reality, they can only feign love or respect, genuine care, compassion, and concern. But once you get to know who they really are, you'll realize you have mounting evidence as to just how unloving, uncaring, and insecure they are in reality. They are fundamentally fake, phony people who do not appreciate, sincerely care about, or love anyone, not even their own children or stepchildren for that matter. Again, they'll talk a good talk, but a closer look at their choices or lack of action-based love, genuine care, compassion, and common sense, concern in particular, in relation to really big issues, will tell you everything you need to know about who and what you're dealing with. Although they act meek and timid, make no mistake, it's an act, a performance. These people are about as fragile as a Mack truck. The reality is, beneath the mask and false persona, they want to believe they're better than everyone else and therefore feel entitled to behave however they like.
Did she say playing the victim anywhere in there? Is it withholding, passive aggressive, extremely private, cards very close, better than others, no real depth? There you go, vulnerable narcissist. For your, you decide. You decide. That's right. He said it. I got a clip. He said it. Besmirched, says AD, never calling Patrick. Here it is. Once again, Curly's big boss man, Squirrely, standing up for himself and his staff.
I sit here and I will not tolerate you besmirching the hard work of so many people who have worked in this. But I will not sit here silently while you besmirch my reputation and the people that work for me.
Yeah, a little high pitch there. Well, I was commenting on how you covered it. It's unethical. I'm watching your show, and you open the browser, and you just play the Jackson Bob show. I don't think that's right at all. I clicked off on that point. Docs, what did you think about the debut episode of the Jackson Bob show? I like the graphics, because I made them. It was, it's the Jackson Dr. Bob show. It's not for everybody. It's a different, and no guardrails. I like guardrails. But what did I think of it? I'm surprised. There's certain people that just got it in for him. And it tells me more about them than it does Jack's. I mean, it's like, what? Then don't watch. But to go on a crusade, you're going to go on a crusade, like I mentioned another person went on, just don't watch. I don't get it. I'm happy for him. He's got the MacBook, or excuse me, is it a MacBook? He's got a MacBook Neo. Well, it's time to fire it up, use it. No, so did Marcelo. Marcelo did worse than that. He had the Curly JB yelling match, and of course that's goals. He makes it members only. He's going to make some money off it. But while you were streaming, you came on, you opened your browser and just started streaming his Jackson Dr. Bob show. He was then live streaming you doing it. It was like, you can't make it up. You cannot, and he's a money maker, that Marcelo. He's finally hit the money. Oh, we got another golfer. In fact, you missed Playboard, but here it is. really quickly just to get Marcelo. There's MarceloTime, and he's doing better. Excuse me, that's AC3, wrong one. MarceloTime 30-day, $1,109 for MarceloTime. Yesterday, $71. Last 7 days, $430. So he's doing good. Let's get back to the golf. Got some action. It's 93 degrees in the birdcage. Oh my God, brutal. There's no trees out there. There's no sunshine. There's not even many clouds at all. You got to be really dedicated to golf to be out there, I think. Well, what happened to the unity? The unity in combative sports? I mean, yelling at each other. I thought it was great. Great interaction between them. Oh, God. I can't stand the yelling. No. That's not my idea of fun. 1 hour, 21 minutes on the DOXXreport in association with the, how do I have it labeled here? Not to confuse everyone. Turn it down. Let's see. Get rid of that. The HolidayMan Production in association with the Central Florida Network. Leadership, discipline, diligence, integrity, civility. DOXXreport at Outlook.com. Trying to help give him some hours, some streaming hours, so he can get closer to monetization. Is my intention. Let's more clips. Oh, now this may appeal to some people as they age. You know, there's so much to do down here.
Well, if you've got a thing for country music and enjoy playing an instrument, you're invited to join this group for a foot-stomping, boot-scooting jam session.
I started coming here about 13 years ago, and it's one of the first groups I met, and they are the nicest group of people. We're all here just for fun. We all have different levels of ability, but we're all here for the same reason, just to sing music. We lean towards country and gospel. We try to stay in that vein. I've been involved in music since I was a teenager up in Wisconsin. Been playing out for 50 years. And I always look for this type of group to play with. My wife and I play out professionally down here and up in Wisconsin. Yeah, we have a group up there, so to be able to play with people like this is wonderful. They're all great people. My favorite kind of music, I actually lean towards old-time country, 50s, 60s, and then I'm also into the folk, John Denver, James Taylor, Carole King, Carly Simon. My wife sings a lot of that. Whether you're a professional, whether you're an amateur, whether you're just getting started, where you barely can play guitar, or you're really good, this is a good place to come because all levels are welcome. When you move down to the villages, you find what your niche is. Ours has always been music, and we leaned into it pretty heavily when we came here. We have a lot of friends in the music industry down here. It's one of the things that we truly enjoy about the villages.
The Country Music Jammers meet at 10:30 a.m. every Tuesday at Mulberry Grove Recreation.
I don't have the music gene. No, don't have that. I don't have the math gene either. I don't know what I got, really, but I've done well, done okay. I'm not a fan of it. Patrick, I was referring to the interaction between Jackson and Bob. Great new show for the viewers. I support, obviously, I support the Holiday Man channel, but I'm not a fan of pots and pans in the background, and that's all I can say. Where are the brothers at? I'm not sure what that means, Dirk. But he got into it. I mean, he's just coming back. He's just putting his toe in the water. As far as the aesthetics of it, I like it, but I don't like the Ko-Fi QR thing up there. If you're going to play clips, you got to get that down, because I think it destroys the clips. It's terrible. You can put it up there later or when you're doing your show, but not when you do a clip. It just takes away, Where are the brothers at? I'm not sure what you're saying, Dirk. DOXX, Stephen L., international online reporter. DOXX, have you got a cowboy hat? No, I don't. I got a Palms a hotel from Las Vegas white hat I put on when I go out. And actually, I was at the Lowe's getting some plants for the I planted outside my window here. And they had a camo. The military guys, I want one of those like special ops where they got that hat, but the wide brim hat, the camo. They had one over at Lowe's, but it's like $40 or just, I thought it was overpriced. I'm a value shopper. That's how do you think I got my money? Value shopping. I learned how to, I guess I'm a bus driver at heart.
What the fuck do you know? The guy's a fucking bus driver. That's the highest possible education in the world. He's a bus driver, okay?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Thanks for sticking up to me for me. So I got to get a better hat I do put on some sunscreen on my nose and my ears and that. But if I had that wide brim hat, I wouldn't have to. Or I'd probably you still get reflected UV rays, I think, off of objects and that kind of stuff. But I am gonna get a hat, a better hat. It's brutal out there, but I try to get out even before the sun gets up. There's that moment where just light enough I can attack the hedge. And then all I got to do is the top, the front, and the sides. That's it. And then clean up. And then I'm done. Because it's, but I got to stay up with it. I got to do it at least once a month. Because you try to, you got money, Lex. Get somebody to, they don't want to do it. The lawn service has already gone. I mean, it's $70 a month. And that's and now it's the summertime, they'll come once a week. But you pay the same in the winter too. Whatever you pay that year round. But I'm glad I don't have to go there. All right, well, it's 1 hour, 28 minutes. We're almost done here. No questions. I'm going to finally, with the weather. Now, there's a lot of nighttime activity in here, but you got to check the weather.
Welcome back. All right, Ashley, so we're talking about entertainment on the squares, and the weather is always an important part of that. What you got for us?
Well, definitely get yourself a shady spot as early as you can, because I'm sure they're going to get snatched up very quickly. I mean, I've seen people sitting out there at 3:30 in the afternoon just to get their shady spot. So we're not playing around. And this weather's not playing around. It is going to be hot and muggy for entertainment in the squares. That's why starting June 1st, don't forget that it's going to be switching from 6 to 10 o'clock, but still for most of our squares, with the exception of Eastport, is still 5 to 9. Temperatures are going to be in the low 90s. Even once the sun sets, we're not going to see much relief. It's still going to be pretty uncomfortable for many people out there. Now let's take a look at who's taken the stage for Wednesday night at Sawgrass. You can check out Skin Deep. I believe they're fairly new. Sumter Landing, Old School will be taking the stage. And of course, I love this, Slickwood at Brownwood. At Spanish Springs, you can check out the Clark Barrios Band. And then at Eastport, you can see Daisy Fever. Again, Eastport is the only one so far that runs from 6 to 10 o'clock. The rest at this point are 5 to 9. That will change on June 1st.
Now, Brownwood, when I first came down here, I got on a travel package for the villages. They'll put you up in one of their newest buildings. But Brownwood is where I landed. And then they give you a golf cart, and then you run around and you look at the villages, and I look at some homes in here, but it's like I'm not a villager. And they keep pushing the activities. I got my own activities, the fitness center in my yard, really, and I can go over to the shooting club, but I really don't want to go play badminton or pickleball or softball, and I don't need the villages for that. And also the mailboxes, they have a center thing in your area. You got to go away from your home to get to your mailbox. At least here, it's like, the mailbox. I have my own mailbox outside on the edge of the lawn there. So, but physically, I'm closer to Spanish Springs than I am to Sumter Landing. I do go over to Sumter Landing because the dermatologist is over there, and I have to almost get to there to go to the new eye doctor I got, who did the cataracts removal. Look at these people. I mean, that's a killer out there. Oh, we got comments. But again, Brownwood, but it was a good deal just to fly down here, and then I came over and met Reggie and let's see, forgot his name. Donnie and Reggie. And then they showed me this area. What's the area again, Frank? Where are we living, Frank?
Del Boca Vista?
Yeah, it's great. Really like it. Comments? You know, well, why would you know? Why would you care about that? I do. Loose Tooth Docs. Do you know how Jack transports his mowers, etc.? Does he use a trailer or throw the mower in the trunk of his Lexus? I know that he wouldn't do that. He doesn't use the Lexus, I believe. I don't know how he does it, but why is that important? I think I asked him that on air, and he said, "No way, I'm not going to." You know, you guys just want to use an ammunition against him. The Magpie's dropping by. He says, "Hi, everyone. Hey, everyone. Hope we are all well. Thank you." Yeah. AD greets Magpie, Loose Tooth, Dirk, and Shot, and Stephen L. No, I wouldn't do that. Why? That would be, well, he's a mechanic. I don't know if he would do that. You wouldn't put a hitch on a Lexus, would you? Oh, no, you couldn't do that. That's a bad look. Docs, can you go undercover and find out if Jock has a hitch on his Lexus? I'll give you due credit on that. No, I can't. Well, I'm not undercover. I have private chats with him. I keep them private. I wouldn't do that. Magpie, he says he could happily sit out in the garden. I was like, you gotta have something over you, you know, some kind of an umbrella or something. The bird cage. I'd rather sit inside and look out. But then I got to heat. The lanai is not designed to be energy efficient, so I come in here and just look out the window. I seal off the bird cage. I could happily sit outside in that garden and watch the Wallies play golf all day. A few cold beers, sunscreen, radio bliss. Gotta be careful with the alcohol. You overheat, and it happens down here. People go out, no, I'm just going to pull some weeds, and that's where they end up. They stay there. Loose Tooth, it's very something. It's very important. You got to have ammunition on him, right? How he gets his... I have no idea. I don't know. I know some things about him, but I'm not... Ask him online. Let him... Work him up, you know, get him all... explosive. You guys like doing that. Magpie is waving. AD never calling. Extremely, says AD never calling. A sunshade with a small table, and you would sit out there. I like doing the yard work early in the morning. That's special because geese will fly over, especially in the fall and in the spring. But I think geese are year round here. I think they came down here and they said, "Hey, why are we putting all this flight time in?" I think some of these big geese are staying here year round. And I mean, there's water for them and everything else. But I don't like. It's special out there, and you'll hear like a dog running around when it's really a coyote. But I just get out there just as the sun, just as it starts to get light. You know, outside you get any breeze over sitting inside. Well, no, there's no breeze. Some days there's nothing out there. In fact, I think today is don't rely on the breeze to cool you off. That may be in the spring, but not in the summer. It's like a hair dryer on you. Let's see, what is the wind right now? It's 5 miles an hour wind. That's nothing. That's not going to help you. And humidity, 47%. But then the dew point raises. All I know, it's terrible. We had a great spring, but when it hits now, you got to go inside. You have to. Did you see Patrick's torch resembles a baseball bat and also a stun gun? No. Are you talking about Patrick, or who's the other character? Who has the saber flashlight? You're not talking about him. Puck? You're talking about Puck or Patrick? Stephen Doc, did you see? I'll have to get a clip of that if he did. Doc, did you see Patrick's torch that resembled a baseball bat and is also a stun gun? I missed that. Oh, AD likes that. Yes. Oh, I'll have to check it out. I'll have to, on his latest stream, I'll have to get a clip of that. Magpie's tough, man. He could tough it out there. You got to be careful as you age. Don't get like this. I have to remind myself I'm 72 on purpose, because you feel like you can do certain things. You can't. You can't anymore. Don't do it. Like that basketball league thing. If I get into that thing, I'll start using my quick twitch muscles and trying to jump. No way. It'll just be damage. I'm not doing it. And especially when you get up in the morning, well, I'll just jump out of bed. Like, I've jumped out of my bed my whole life. Yeah, but you haven't been 72 your whole life. You jump out of bed, you're going to hit the floor. So I swing my legs out and I sit there for a minute. I'm not jumping out of bed. No, the wind is nothing. Magpie. No, the wind at 5 miles is nothing. Yeah, right. And it's just hot, and I'm going to stay inside and watch a lot of YouTube. I got to do my backups, so my computer backups. So I take all my statements and I make PDFs out of them. I mean, that's the whole point of having a Mac, being the Mac ecosystem. So let's say something goes down, and they say, well, where's your, you got the records. Okay. Now, this is not me. This is Loose Tooth stating. He says, it's hard to distinguish between Puck and AD never calling. That was kind of funny. Best to sit out morning. Oh, yeah, it's great. And then you get bit with the insects. And that's, when I first got down here, they have garage screens. Mine was a sliding manual screen in 3 sections. I go, why do you need I've never seen that out west. We don't have screens on our garage. Well, you have them here because of snakes and rodents or squirrels get in, but also the flying insects. And they bite. Most of them bite. Avoid the midday sun. Well, it's 2 o'clock. It's after 2 o'clock here. That's true. Very difficult. Between Puck and Patrick. Oh, I didn't know. I'll find that. If he's got the torch like that, I'm going to find it. In fact, you know what? I got some time to kill. I'm going to go look right now. What I should do is open up his channel and play it over here, which I think is unethical. Well, I'm not monetized, but at least Marcel is monetized. So he's making money off other people's content. Not right. Not cool. Not ethical. Let's see. Let's go to Patrick. Because I'm into flashlights, so I got to see this. I got to check this out. I think you're putting me on, really. The NewBroShow has nothing to do with news. It's just NewBroShow. Well, hey, let's turn off the sound. Okay, now how am I going to find it? I have a little secret how to find this. There we go. And I go do a search for let's see. Let's put in flashlight, a torch. I don't know if we'd call it that. No, I didn't call it that. Oh. This is 9 hours. He did a 9-hour show. Are you kidding me? Is this how? Oh my God. He did a 10-hour show. Oh shit. Oh. It looks like a mag light. Yep, it's a mag light. I bought a bunch of mag off. Yeah, but they're nothing with the new stuff nowadays. You can do better than that, Patrick. It's a mag light. You could use it as a weapon, that's true. Oh, it's a mag light. It's probably how many batteries? I had one of those, like a 4D cell battery thing or something, but it's just not, if you have a weapon, I got my coyote stick made out of steel. Or not titanium, is it titanium? Yeah. But that's a combo of flashlight weapon, the mag light. Ouch, says AD never calling. I'll text you a video, Docs, of your flashlight. Well, yeah, I that's all I had were mag lights until I, started watching a guy with these new LEDs. It's like, man, they're just night and day, and they're rechargeable, and but they're not weapons, I can't believe you did a 10-hour stream. Oh my God. Maybe I can get some good audio over there from somebody. Magpie, not seen many of your streams, to be honest, Patrick, but you seem to have got into the groove nicely. Not easy doing a show on your own, let alone for 10 hours. That's terrible. That would kill me. The old mag lights were much better. I took all my mag lights over to the thrift store and gave them away. Once I got into these LED things, rechargeable, there's nothing like them. There's no comparison. I mean, I can go out there and literally light up the entire golf course with this one I have. It's a combination throw and flood. You got a button on there. If you want to go spotlight, you can, and if you go on flood, it would light up the whole course. Now, no mag light will do that. And you got those D batteries, and then you got to keep replacing the batteries. Oh, AD said he send a video. Okay. Let's go look. Let's see. Duke Energy payment. My payment has been received. How much was my? Well, I am, as a senior, and at my point in my life, I gave the authority to Duke Energy, that's the power, and the county to go get my sewer water bill. It's a combo. Just take it out of the checking account. And I think Duke Energy doesn't charge, but the county charges like 75 cents. It's worth it. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to think about it. I could be out of town, or I could be anywhere. I don't have to think about paying the water bill. I did the same thing with the Property Owners Association, the POA. I did it with them too. All right, I think you sent it to DOXXreport, right? At Outlook.com. Well, let me go look. A video file, if it's big, it won't go through. Outlook. That's an ad. No, I don't see it here. You emailed it to me? May not go through. Let's see. I didn't buy it for the light, just the taser. On the mag light? Oh, here it is. You sent it through iMessage. Well, a bat is a good description, man. Save the video. No, I wonder if I can drag it off. Add it to Photos Library. I don't want to set it to Photos Library. Well, let's see. How can I get this? All right, save video to all my devices. What the hell? It is that's pretty cool, really. But you just bought it for the taser? I wonder if I can get one that is just a taser. Let's, how am I going to get to it now? Hang on. I don't think it's going to go to my photos. See, hang on. I don't use my Apple Photos. I don't like it. I use Google Photos. So let's go to iCloud. I'll use my Safari browser, where I can use my fingerprint. Talk among yourselves. Let's go to the iCloud Drive. Recent, today, shared. Where's my photos? I don't even have photos in here. I'm not going to open my photos. What the? Man, let's see. I may have to. This is not working, so let's sign out of this. You couldn't mail it to me, could you? Let's go. Okay. I guess I got to open my photos. In fact, I don't even have the... Oh, where's photos? Photos, here we go. Get started. I don't want to get, God. Did it import? I don't know if it even imported. There it is. Well, I want to download it. Edit. I don't want to edit the thing. I want to download it. Add to. Add to your Twitter. Add to your WhatsApp. Duplicate one video. What a pain in the ass. Can I drag and drop it? Oh, there. Okay. There we go. Got it. All right. All that. No, I got it now. Thank you. So let's go to present video file. Here it is. Add to stage.
Check this baby out. So it's flashlight, right? And then on this side, oh, sorry. I gotta leave it on. On that side, it's got, see that? Check it out, baby.
I'm going to play that again, but I want to get a dark background. I like to do this the right way. All right, here we go. Let's, from the top.
Check this baby out. So it's flashlight, right? And then on this side, oh, sorry. I gotta leave it on. On that side, it's got, see that? Check it out, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick and his taser flashlight. Wow. But does that run on, is that like a USB? I mean, how do you, it doesn't take like regular batteries, right? Or does it? How do you power that thing up? I may have to get one. Yes, I got it. Thank you. Text me the video. Yes. See, not. I agree. 10 hours. Patrick did a 10-hour show. That is nuts. But he got 1,000 views. Did he? No, that was Marcelo. No, was it? Was it? No, that was Patrick. He's got 1,001 views. 10-hour stream. Oh my God. I couldn't do it. I physically couldn't do it. Now I lost my place. Well, that's one way to get a 2-hour show in. 10 hours is nuts. There we go. AD, thanks. Magpie sent me the video. Yes, I got it. 80 never calling. I didn't buy it for the light, just the taser. The Magpie says that's gold there. That flashlight. I see drop one on my big toe the other night. Ooh, heavy light. Rufus. So speaking of flashlight, I dropped one on my toe the other night. Still feeling that one. I walk around. I'm kind of in a hurry, trying to get stuff done around the house. I told you this. My left toe, my little toe, I jammed it into the main heavy entertainment center in the living room. I just think, well, I just kind of, I knew I bruised it. And I thought, well, not a big deal. I'll just go do my work. I couldn't walk. Ever calling, yeah, mag lights are garbage, especially the new LEDs. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Let's see. Right. So yes, and that's the way the modern flashlights are now. Which reminds me, I got to recharge all of mine just in case. We're now officially into the hurricane season. I got to do my backups today, but I also got to make a note to myself to make sure all my batteries are charged. Yep, it's USB with lithium. Could you really? I mean, is it sturdy enough to hit a tree or something? Or a human head? And it's a baseball bat, rechargeable batteries. That's pretty cool, says the Magpie. I need the hours, man. Well, to get monetized, you dump Baba. You take all these great ideas, babbling Baba Booey. So now you're going to monetize? You're going to be one of them? You're going to go, you're going to lose. It's all about the money, huh? Yeah, it gets to the money now. It's all a money grab. This channel will never be monetized. Well, you got to check your hours. I put up a Trump. It was 60 minutes, and I cut out the woman interviewing, unless it was essential. So I got it down to 34 minutes. I got 80 hours on that thing. So I keep trying to hit a home run like that, but that's very rare. And I got a pretty good one on Caroline Levitt. But people tune in to, they want to see the president. I don't want to hear the premise of the question of I don't know, how do I phrase this? She goes, you think the shooter was after you? I mean, that's the stupidest question I've ever heard from a press corps. No, they're after you. And this is the one from CNN. What's her name? Terrible person. Don't you think so, Mr. President?
Horrible people. Horrible people. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're a disgrace.
Yeah, anyway, I got 80 hours on that thing. Had I done it on the Jax show, that would have really helped him. On one 34-minute video. Let's see, Magbite Rufus, Jax certainly told you off. Well, I didn't hear that part of it. It's a confession. It's all about the money, honey. Yeah, you're just another money grab. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. It's Patrick and his torch. Taser torch. I wouldn't get a taser for the same reason I wouldn't get an out the front knife, auto knife, because I'd probably hurt myself. On a short, 80 hours on one little, that's the most I've ever got on one little thing. So I'm trying to see if I can duplicate that. All right, 1 hour, 56 minutes. I'm not going to go over 2 hours. I think I played everything. No, it's a torch. It's a torch. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. Taser with a torch, or is it a torch with a taser? And plus, you can swing it. I mean, you can hit him on the head with it, I guess. Let's see it one more time.
Check this baby out. So it's flashlight, right? And then on this side, oh, sorry. I gotta leave it on. On that side, it's got, see that? Check it out, baby.
Yeah, but if they're in your home and if they got a knife, I don't know. The Glock is the way to go, really. One hour, 58 minutes.